Basically, it was just an experiment for me getting into it. I was going to start out small and just decide if I could put the amount of money that I was paying against my utility bill more into my own internal power plant. Didn't know how far I'd take it, but I really got into it, started dissecting it, and turned into a complete nerd over it. And that's really how it took off. It's working better than I thought it would. I ended up going with more panels than I thought I would. We're at 67 panels, and then 12 batteries on the stacks. But the nice thing about it, I went from about $650 a month in the summer on my utility bills, running 4 AC units, charging 2 electric vehicles, to, I would tell you, the middle of the summer, my highest bill would be $45. Once we hit about September all the way through April or May of next year, my bill is $15. I'm just paying to maintain service. We're actually off grid. So a part of what we do, like right there, we're hooked up, that's my grid switch. Okay. So if I have an emergency and I need the grid, I hit the Lutron and the grid comes on, which I never needed. I'm not really the green guy. It was more, how can I save money for the long haul? And then also, what would be a benefit to selling this property if I'd ever sell it down the road? As a real estate guy, I see a lot of real estate agents, brokers talking about the disadvantages of solar, but I 100% the solar realtor. I can prove it wrong. If someone comes up to me and they're thinking about solar, but they've heard a lot of negative about it, I would 100% want to sit down with them and tell them my experience. If you don't have that actual experience, or you've been led astray as far as these solar companies knocking door to door on your door, they sell you half of a system. They sell you what they need to sell you, and they get out of town. That's what I would tell people, is a lot of the misconception is people that's never had it, or people that were done incorrectly. And they've got a 50% system. They've got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with no peanut butter on it. When I first started looking into True Texas Solar, I got estimates from about 7 different companies. I researched thoroughly for probably 6 months, and True Texas Solar got a hold of me. They were not pushy at all. It was a family-owned local business that was going to be here for servicing. They weren't going to leave town as soon as I purchased the system. And then I'll tell you that's the reason I chose them. And then the experiences I've had when there was any issue, right after the installation, there's always going to be some little hiccup of something that needs to be tweaked. And they would find those issues before I could even call them. Like, I'd have a power surge go down, and within 3 minutes my phone's ringing and they're watching it on their end and got a hold of me. Actually, one of the stories where the Yarezes were at a casino, and their phone went off at the casino at the slot machine, and they called me from Lake Charles and said, "Hey, are you okay? I just see this notification." And they had people over here within an hour. Only had one other issue since then. It was just an error code. And I can tell you that it was about 8 o'clock at night. And I just said, "Can you all come in the morning?" They showed up at 10:15 at night and took care of it by 11 o'clock at night. They said they didn't want to have a bigger problem by letting it go overnight. They just wanted to take care of it.